Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Tarot of Nella. Thank you so much for clicking onto this video on this pick a card reading on do they regret losing you. So just take a minute to think of the person. Now this could be an ex, it could be an old friend, it could be an old family member, but just someone that you're thinking of that's possibly not in your life anymore. And you're wondering if they regret losing you. So for this reading I have prepared 3 different groups with 3 different mini Blythe figures on. So just go towards wherever you feel drawn to. So this is going to be group number 1. Do they regret losing you? Group number 1. Group number 2, do they regret losing you? Group 2. And then group 3, do they regret losing you? So just go with whatever doll and card is calling you the most, whatever you feel intuitively drawn towards. So please note this is a timeless reading, so know that when it's found you, it was meant for you. And this is a general collective reading, so take what resonates for you, leave behind what doesn't. If you'd like to book a personal reading, you can do so by going to my Etsy store or my website, which is linked down below. So please don't forget to like the video, leave me a comment and subscribe. It really does help my algorithm. So I'm going to start with group 1, which is the blue doll Blythe, and for the rest of you I will see you at the click of your timestamp, which is linked down below in the description bar. Hello group number 1, welcome to your reading. So you chose this blue Blythe doll. So we're going to get straight into your reading to find out, let's just place her here, do they regret losing you? So the first card that we have here is the Old Man of the Sea. So what I'm picking up with this message is something connected to old, which makes me think if you're in their past, you're considered as old. And I think the Old Man of the Sea is someone who is actually regretting their life because they've kind of lived a long life. So metaphorically, this person is this Old Man of the Sea because I think they have made a huge mistake with you, and I think that they're starting to feel old in their soul. They're starting to feel like, you know, this little old man living on the sea by himself. So maybe this person is kind of like, you know, trying to heal their wounds because they know that they've hurt you. And I do just feel like the strong connection to the fact that they do have regret. Look how regretful this man looks, you know. It's like when you get to an old age and you look back at your life and you're regretting certain things that you have or hadn't done. I think this is possibly definitely picking up that energy. We have the number 24. So 24 corresponds to a number 6. And number 6 are all about healing. So again, I feel like this is someone who is feeling a little bit sorry for themselves. Because with this image here, it just makes me feel like, you know, you was the center of their life at one point. Okay, so let's see if we can clarify more. For group number 1, do they regret losing you? Group number 1. Do they regret losing you? We have the Magician. Group 1, do they regret losing you? Do they regret losing you? Okay, so first off we have the Magician, the Two of Candles and the Five of Candles. So already we have this huge regret energy. So I'll tell you what I'm seeing. I sense that this person that was onto something big. I feel like they had some type of big ambition, some type of big manifestation. And I feel like they're sitting here lonely. Okay, because by the way, this deck is amazing. This deck is the Pirate Tarot that I'm using today, just in case anyone wanted to know, as I do get questions about my decks. But this is, they have like poetry on each of the cards. So it's really an intuitive read here in the sense that this is someone sitting lonely, okay? I think there was words that were possibly spoken in the heat of the moment. This person looks like they're writing something, like remembering from their memory. And I think there was one specific word that this person said to you, and I think this is something they really do regret. So with the Two of Candles, again, this is about the connection that you had and the future, that they realized that they messed up. You know, suddenly a corner was turned, a blaze of light burst upon our sight. So I think, you know, out of sight, out of mind, and I think this person has tried to brush this under the carpet. We also have the Five of Candles. So this is an intense card because this can represent the kind of battle, the struggle, or disagreements that you shared. Okay, for some of you, okay, this is a bit heavy, but there may have been some type of violence or conflict. But definitely a struggle here. I think this person is struggling with their regret. Now, we have the Star and the Three of Wells. Okay, which again corresponds to someone who, you know, does regret losing you. They think they're like praying, they're hoping, they're wishing they could take things back. That, wow, this is quite strong. So I do sense that there is some intensity here. I think this person is trying to shield themselves from their regret. And the way that they do that, I feel like this person you know, has people around them, you know, with this Three of Wells. This is the Three of Cups, by the way. I feel like they kind of drown their sorrows by surrounding themselves with people, making themselves feel like they're not lonely. But at the end of the day, whether this is someone who parties a lot, has a lot of friends, has to be around people, but they go back to their loneliness at the end of the day. They're the old man of the sea. They're by themselves. So they're trying to create this distraction, but also can see with the Three of Cups that possibly, if we're looking into what their regret is, what I'm picking up with their regret is definitely like something that they said, okay, but also it's something to do with, for some of you, it's cheating, okay, or deceit, because with the Three of Cups, this is kind of like a third party situation or someone else involved. That's what I'm picking up. So let's see if we can get you a couple more messages. On do they regret losing you? Group number one. Group number one. Do they regret losing you? We have the apple tree. And what I'm hearing with this message is the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. So again, this is something that hasn't hit them yet, how much they're regretting it. But we have the number 7 here, which is about reflection. So I feel like they're reflecting on little pieces, bit by bit, because I feel like the apple tree is a very abundant fruit, okay, and this unicorn is a very mystical creature, which makes me feel like maybe they're regretting having you because you were so unique and individual in their life, and they're regretting that you actually gave them so much. You gave them so much love, so much attention. This is that abundant fruit energy. And you know, I'm also hearing like apples, I mean, like in Taos and Tarot, they can correspond to temptation. Like taking a bite of the fruit that you, forbidden fruit that you wasn't meant to take. Maybe this person regrets that. Can we clarify more on what they regret losing? Do they regret losing you? Do they regret losing you? Do they regret losing you, group 1? We have the swallows. Now, what's interesting about the swallows, I'm hearing actually like sorrow. I'm finding it hard to swallow. So again, this can definitely correspond to someone missing you. Because again, we have this number 11, which can correspond to a number 2. Which definitely signifies that they are regretting losing you because they're missing you, they're thinking about you. And her dress has this entire little world in, and I feel like at one point you was their world. And she has this little basket, this basket of eggs. I feel like as well, this person didn't put all their eggs into one basket when they should have, and I think that's what one of their biggest regrets is. Okay, so group number 1, I'm going to pull you a couple of charms just to see anything else we can pull in regards to if they're missing you. So for group 1, do they regret losing you? Okay, so we have the chameleon. So they're having a hard time adapting to change. We have Virgo. So Virgo corresponds to perhaps someone who's watching this pick a card. You could be a Virgo, or this person could be a Virgo. Okay, so this is about being practical. We have this Cupid. So maybe this is like someone regretting the fact that they didn't take note of the Cupid arrow that was striking them. We have play, so maybe they could regret being playful, doing something that maybe they shouldn't have. We have sure, so I feel like sure is like a really like kind of straight to the point answer when it comes, do they regret losing you? Sure. We have this little figure, which kind of makes me think of the little old man of the sea. Someone who's quite lonely. We have the 3 rings of commitment. So again, I feel like there was commitment issues. We have the cage. So again, this is about, I feel like this is about them being closed off. They didn't let out their feelings. Maybe this is also regret, like letting you out, which is losing you. We have the bag. So the bag is quite mysterious because, you know, a woman's bag, you know, there's lots of different things in there that are undiscovered to others. So I think this could be about potential secrets, okay? And we have this rainbow as well. So this makes me feel like they may be looking back at good times, because rainbows correspond to joy, happiness, miracles. So trying to find the end of the rainbow, and there is no end. So maybe there's no end to the fact that they are regretting losing you. So this is what I have for you, group number 1. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully this resonated and gave you some clarity. As always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and if you'd like to book a personal reading, my Etsy store is linked down below, and I'm sending you so much love and light. Hello, group number 2, welcome to your reading. So you chose the Blythe Bear. So this is going to be, do they regret losing you? Okay, so I already have one message that popped out the deck for you. So this is the old rusty key. So I'm sensing that this is a kind of past memory. With the word old, it makes me feel again like this could be someone from your past, like an ex, a family member, a friend. But the old rusty key is, you know, when someone takes back a key because it's no longer yours. It's like sharing a home with someone, or a house being sold. There's something about the old rusty key that had to be given back. So either you kicked this person out, they kicked you out, but there is this strong energy of like this person may regret something about a key. So for a lot of you, it's to do with living arrangements. For a lot of you, this could be to do with something big, like a mortgage, a home, a commitment, something that came in between you both. And I think this person thinks about this now. Maybe they didn't handle a situation the best, but something is rusty here in their faults. So let's see if we can find out more for group 2. Do they regret losing you? Group 2, do they regret losing you? We have the 2 of Wells, the Page of Candles. Group 2, do they regret losing you? We have the High Priestess. Group 2, do they regret losing you? King of Quills. So let's just move these over here. Group 2, do they regret losing you? And we have the World. Okay, so what I'm first picking up for you, group number 2, is the fact that the 2 of Wells came out, okay, which does correspond to the 2 of Cups. Now, we just spoke about some tie with the key that was binding you together because you had some type of agreement with this key. Now, this makes me feel again about the relationship, the collaboration. This is a union. You was definitely this person's future at one point. And I think something weaved into this person's head, and I think they could be regretting losing you, because with the Page of Candles, I feel like this person, this card says, if I only get a good look at them, I can soon tell who they are. So I feel like they took a good look at you and they saw you in a different way. So for some of you, this could definitely be a breakup, a separation. But there's definitely this energy of almost them being a bit insensitive here. With this Page of Candles, I feel like a little bit like they delivered a message inappropriately or took off. We have this kind of trickster joker energy here. And with this High Priestess, again, this is another number 2. So I can definitely see there was once a strong relationship here. Okay, this is like leaving a mark on someone. So let my heart be still a moment and this mystery explore. So again, I think there was some secret. There was a secret between you and this person. I think intuitively, you know, there was something that, again, like withholding information. That's what I'm getting. This person intuitively knows in their heart of hearts that they do regret deep down. But there is this strong energy of them trying to be modest and perhaps not show you. I honestly get with this reading, I'm not feeling that they regret everything. It's like there's just something. Especially here with the kin of quills in the world. Okay. This person has a weakness. And I think this is about communicating with the universe. Because this is almost like someone has a big ego. And with the World, this corresponds to a completion, an ending. So, is all that we see or seen but a dream within a dream? This is what this card says. And just have to say, I actually wrote, when I was in school, I wrote like a story poem, and it was called Dream Within a Dream. So yeah, I can really relate to that message. And I think what that is saying is that in reality, perhaps this person has no regret, no remorse, but in their dreams, in their sleep, when they close off from the world, I think this is when they think a lot more. This is about questioning if something's real or not. So maybe this person gave you an apology and it didn't seem very heartfelt. Okay, so let's see if we can get you a few more messages. For group 2, do they regret losing you? Group 2, do they regret losing you? We have the Little Fox Girl. So this card is very interesting. We have the number 16, which corresponds to reflection, looking at things, insight and detail. Now, all these little paw prints kind of represent, you know, this person kind of perhaps leaving or you leaving. But the Little Fox Girl makes me feel like there is this innocence here as well. So this person could be trying to play the innocent victim or the innocent card, you know, because the fox is actually a cunning and deceptive creature. It's something, okay, it looks cute from the outside, but it has a lot of trickster ways, which is interesting because we kind of picked that up earlier here. So I also sense in with the ears, I'm picking up on the ears, like there was something like this person like has a good ear for something. Over listening, maybe exploiting your conversations. So can we find out more on group number 2, please? Group 2, do they regret losing you? We have Sir William's cart. So this is number 25, which again is that strong connection to the fact that they keep reflecting on if they do. So this card is all about taking off and moving on. You know, he has somewhere to be, but he's not doing it alone. And I think this is a message of maybe this person is starting to regret having you by their side, having you as their companion. This cart seems empty. I mean, it wasn't empty once because you both shared something together. We do have true love at the back, which is interesting. I do think for you, group number 2, there's a lot of like relationships coming forward here. So let's just get you a couple more messages with the charms on if they regret losing you. Group 2. Do they regret losing you? Okay. Oh wow, okay, we have number 4. Now the dice corresponds to games, so maybe this person was playing games. Let's look at the words. We have smile, we have world, which corresponds to the world. A completion and ending. We have the word like and kiss. Now to have the words smile, like and kiss makes me feel again like this is very relationship based, this reading. It also makes me think that again, whether this was someone who took something away from you that was once yours, perhaps this could be deceptiveness, or this could also be missing things, missing your smile, missing your kiss. We have the stamp, the envelope stamp. This is like sealed with a kiss. That's what I'm hearing. Seal it with a kiss. So makes me feel like they're wanting to deliver a message to you. We have the fruit, a lot of fruit actually, which corresponds to a lot, like abundance. Maybe this person was selfish or dipped a lot into other things. We have the energy of travel. So again, this is about moving on. You know, maybe this is like that energy of this person moving on without you. We have the peace symbol. So this could represent them coming to terms with the fact of what happened with you. We have the anchor, which is stability. This person knew where they put their anchor, they was going to have to keep it there. And again, it's a symbol of like a key. You know, if you've been given a key or an anchor, you have to decide how you're going to protect that and where you're going to put it. We also have Gemini. So maybe you're a Gemini who's watching, or your person was a Gemini. Again, what's interesting about this zodiac sign to come out of all the zodiacs is the reading that you have is connected to 2 people. You know, 2 of Wells, the High Priestess. So this could be, again, the connection that you had, this kind of strong connection one time. We have H. So H could be the letter of the initial of your person. Maybe it's something they wanted to say. So H could be happy, hope, help. And then we also have the fisherman boat with the dangly fish. So what's interesting about this charm is this corresponds to, you know, catching things. So this could be like catching feelings. This could be, again, like not like regretting losing you because they didn't want to let you go in the first place. Yeah, so this is what I'm getting for you, group 2. Okay, so let me know. Oh, we also have the bird. Sorry, we have the bird, which again corresponds to freedom, conversations. And the bird represents freedom and moving on, letting go. I do feel like they do regret losing you. So this is what I have for you, group 2. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments what resonated for you. I would love to know. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And if you'd like to book a personal private reading with me, my link is in the description bar. So I'm sending you so much love and light. Hello, group number 3. Welcome to your reading. So you chose the lilac head little doll. So I already have a message for you on do they regret losing you. So let's see what has come out for you. I mean, group 3. So we have the Willy Wagtail. So this corresponds to number 30. So I can definitely see that this person, you know, has some regret with communication and growth. Now, interesting enough, we have the magpie. Now, magpies can be known for like bad luck. They can also be superstitious with like stealing things. So I do feel like this person maybe has some regret on losing you. Because we have this nest as well. And maybe, you know, this is really about, again, creating something. I think there was a messy situation here. Friendly and cute is what I'm seeing here in this writing. So I think there's definitely something coming through within, like, this person got away with something. It's like a bird that comes and steals eggs that are not theirs. It's kind of what I'm hearing. So for group 3, does this person regret losing you? Group 3, does this person regret losing you? Do they 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 regret losing you? Okay, so we have the 3 of Paws, the 9 of Candles, the Empress, the 6 of Wands, and the Ace of Candles. Okay, so what I'm getting, because we had that number 3 stand out, the first card in your tarot to come out is the 3 of Paws, which is 3 of Pentacles. I think you was building something with this person. You was building something together. Okay, so I think this person comes across quite materialistic as well. And I think they put a wall up to block the entrance from you getting to them. I think some of you, group 3, are blocked online on social media. But I can sense that this person's built a wall up. Now, with the Nine of Candles, this does make me think that, again, this is to do with like delays and setbacks. Possibly, again, that block connection that I keep picking up. But I think this person, as you can see, I hold within my hand grains of the golden sand. They are left with pieces of what was behind, what was left behind from something that was destruction. I'm hearing destruction, destructive energy here. So there is actually major regret, because I think they have nothing left to show. They have nothing left to gain from this. They're just left with little pieces of this sand. And what's interesting is we have the Empress and the Six of Wands. So again, this is about missing someone. Six of Cups energy is nostalgia, memories, the past, reminiscing. So if this person is thinking, clearly thinking about you, then there must be some regret. And I think you may be this Empress in their life, or you was, because this is a loving, caring person. This is someone who, you know, they may have framed in like an album or a picture. This is like unconditional. This is devotional. I think this person has tried to banish their faults. They've tried to make them pass. So maybe they regret losing you, but they don't want to. They don't want that. It's like haunting them. Because with this Ace of Candles, makes me feel like this person is trying to, you know, they're trying to start again. They're trying to start over. Maybe they're even trying to relight something with you, trying to start a conversation, or trying to bring that spark back on that you once had. I think this is someone who wants to get out of the dark. This is someone who doesn't want to feel this. And I don't want to feel sorry for them, but I think this person who is wondering, they're fearing, they're doubting, and possibly dreaming. Yeah, I think this person wants to start again. Whether start afresh in their life or with you. Because again, with this energy here is so strong, like they want to go back. They want to go back. And now what I'm seeing with these bricks being built, stacked up and built, it's kind of like they come crumbling down and then you're just left with this pile of sand, this mess. I think that's what happened in the connection. So let's see if we can get you some more messages. Group 3. Do they regret losing you? We have oddly. I think that's kind of like an answer back, like oddly they do. Okay, this is about being close to something. With number 45 corresponds to, you you know, reaching some type of almost ending in a way. And I think it's actually quite sad, this card, because this is like the inner child. This is some little boy. This is someone who maybe still acts this way. Whether you are thinking of someone who is a male, it does come across as someone as a little lost boy, a little lost soul who maybe doesn't quite know what to do now. And maybe they regret losing you because they've come across now as like, whether this is family, friendship, love, it comes across as someone who's like an orphan, someone who's the odd one out now. Because it's almost like, you know, with these little toys that he has to play, it's like this person has lost that part of themselves. It's like this energy of someone having to grow up and they stop playing with their toys. Maybe this person was doing something, playing away. It's almost a message as well, like broken toys, you know, playing with toys that you broke. And there's a regret there as well. So I definitely sense, especially with the look on this little child's face, it's, oh my god, like, what did I do? Like, what did I do? So I do sense a lot of regret. So do they regret losing you? We have love letters. So love letters does correspond to messages of love and someone who possibly wants to communicate. You know, with the bird, there's a lot of bird symbols here that do represent someone wanting to reach out and communicate. Again, I'm seeing like a connection to someone here. I think that possibly this person may have turned away from you at one point and now they want to come back. You know, that's what I'm seeing in this card. And I think they're just trying to make sure the situation is cooled down. Interesting. So let's get you some charms to clarify if they regret losing you. Group 3. Do they regret losing you? Okay, so we have the chameleon. So the chameleon adapts to change. So yeah, I think there is a lot of layers to this situation. We have the fairy door. Okay, so this is kind of like shutting the door in someone's face and locking it. I think this person regrets the fact that their door isn't open for you anymore. We have the words kiss and idea. So again, this person maybe has an idea about how they want to reconnect. We have the number 3 on the dice, which corresponds to communication. So I definitely feel like this person wants to reach out. Don't be surprised if this person, don't want to scare anyone, but don't be surprised if this person comes knocking at your door. For some of you. Oh, we have again a connection to 3 rings, which is a connection to communication. Okay, so I think this person regrets not tying the knot, not having you there, because again, with the key, this symbolizes that this could be the key to this door. So again, I think there's regret that there's this separation between how they didn't let you through. The shoes, the slippers represent walking away. So I do think there's a sense of of regret here. And we have the word happy. I think their idea of happiness is different now. But again, with the Ace of Candles, I do feel like they're trying to move on. They're trying to be positive. And we have this egg, this little egg which opens up. So this is that little chicken inside, which corresponds to, again, that message of like communication. You know, birds trying to communicate. So yeah, I think this is about being cracked open. Something may have got destroyed. I'm hearing something like it was too soon. Too soon or too late. So this is what I have for you, group number 3. Thank you so much for watching this video. Hopefully this gave you some clarity and insight into this subject. And if you would like to book a private reading, my link is in the description bar below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'm sending you so much love and light.